Hey guys, it's Rena. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a review on a newer product from Kat Von D. It is the Everlasting Glimmer Veils, and I only have one shade. I can't afford to get all of them. I really wanted Reverb, which is the bright blue, but I decided to just go for the one shade I felt like I would wear a lot, and I felt like I've been buying a lot of blue lately. Nothing against blue, you know, I absolutely love it, but I decided to get purple again because I kind of, I don't know, I started my true makeup obsession with purple items. I mean, I'm wearing purple eyeshadow. I love purple, but I kind of fell into like this blue phase, and I absolutely love blue. It's not really a phase. I always love blue, but I had stopped wearing purple a lot, and so I decided for my first Everlasting Glimmer Veil, I would go ahead and purchase Televator, which is this gorgeous, deep, vampy purple. What I think is interesting about the Glimmer Veils is I feel like, at least for the darker shades, they're both dark and bright at the same time. And that might not make sense, but they're very glowy. And the glowy aspect kind of makes them look, you know, not so pitch black, dark, dark, dark. Even though they are at the same time, if that makes any sense. So, the Glimmer Veils. They are supposed to be like lip toppers, or if you layer them, you know, if you put on multiple coats, you can kind of get a full pigmented lipstick color. They're kind of expensive. They're $22. I don't know why this surprises me because, yeah, I mean, Kat Von D lipsticks are like 20 bucks. Most liquid lipsticks at Sephora are $20, but 22, when it bumps it over that $20 mark, that's when I kind of go, is it worth it? I don't know. Which seems silly, but for some reason, it's that $20 mark that really throws me off. But I wanted to try them because they're just gorgeous, and they, you know, I've seen a lot of people in makeup groups I'm in buying them and posting about them, so I thought I'd go ahead and try it. Plus, I have Sephora flash shipping, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to try it. I don't have to pay for shipping. Let's go ahead and grab one. I didn't get them when they had first launched a couple weeks ago. I just didn't have the funds to do it at the time, and I was moving that day. So, you know, I wasn't going to take the time out of my day to, like, stop at a rest stop or whatever to order them on the day that they had come out. So I ordered them the day they officially launched, which was August 22nd on Sephora.com. I don't know when they came to stores. If I can find out if they're already in stores, I'll have it in the description box below. But I bought it on August 22nd. I got it on, I think, the 24th or 25th. And, yeah, now I've worn it. I wore it yesterday all day, and I'm going to tell you guys my experience with it. So, let's just get into it. First, I tried it on alone, with nothing underneath. I tried it this is the packaging. I don't know if you guys can see because my lighting is so terrible. But it's actually quite short for a liquid lipstick. Let's see if I have something laying around here to compare it to. Let's just grab a Black Moon liquid lipstick. So here's a Black Moon liquid lipstick. This is actually the color I wore with this, so this is perfect. It's just a little bit shorter in terms of packaging. If you guys can kind of, this is so hard to show you guys. There we go. It's like a little bit shorter. For some reason, it doesn't look like that much here, but when you're actually holding it in your hand, I feel like it feels considerably smaller. Don't think that really affects the amount of product. It's just packaging-wise, you know. It's just a flat black, glossy packaging, and the only thing that really distinguishes which color is in here is the writing, which you can see is like the color of the actual lipstick. You can see that purple, glittery finish. I believe that's basically like a peekaboo into the actual container with the product. So, that's the only way you're going to be able to see which color is which when you're storing them. Unlike with the Black Moon or any other like kind of liquid lipstick like Jeffree Star or Jouer, where you can see the color down here, it's kind of subtle in the actual lettering. So if that bothers you, for storing purposes, you know, it might be a little tough to be able to tell which one you have. But I like the packaging overall. I think it's sleek. I think it's pretty cute with this, and then the little Kat Von D logo on the top. And it says, you know, the name of the color on the bottom. Very basic stuff. The packaging of the box is really cute. It's standard Kat Von D. I just always think that her packaging is top-notch. I love everything about it. It speaks to me in terms of like, you know, being a goth as a kid, still goth at heart, you know, just all that stuff. Like, I love that. I think her stuff is great, packaging aesthetic wise. So I tried this on the day I got it on its own on my lips. First swatch, it was pretty, but definitely could tell that it was a little bit sheer. It definitely needed a second coat to be worn alone on the lips, because if you wear it with one coat, it can kind of be a little bit sheer and uneven. Even if you wanted a sheer lipstick, you really don't want a sheer uneven lipstick, and that's the problem with these. So second layer, it was a lot better. I could see a couple patches where it was almost like the second layer had rubbed the first layer off, if that makes any sense. So in terms of like wearing them on their own, I think at least with this color, it would be kind of hard, because I even went back and tried to touch up those bald spots and it just wasn't happening. So, if you want to wear them alone, you can, but definitely 2 or 3 layers to get full opacity, in my experience, at least with Televator. So then, the next day, I decided I'm going to wear this all day and really test the wear. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch this while I'm telling you guys about my story, so that I can show you how they layer. I do have other swatches on my hand, so I'm sorry. But there's one swatch. You can kind of see that it's a little streaky in some spots, not too much. And there's spaces where it's a little more opaque than others. I will say it's harder to see on camera, I feel like, because I can definitely see it in person that my skin color is poking through, especially right in the middle of that swatch. But before I jump into my experience that I had yesterday wearing it, let me show you the applicator. So it's a really nice applicator. It's a little bit of a thicker doe foot, which is different. I haven't really seen one this thick. And it has a nice curve. You see the curve there? To the actual doe foot, which helps it really hug the lips and apply pretty cleanly and evenly. Well, not evenly, but you don't get areas of your lips where it has more product than others, is what I mean. So in terms of application, I found it very, very easy. It has a short little doe foot wand, so it's very controlled, which I like, because I know I've heard people complain about her regular liquid lipsticks and how they're hard for them to actually precisely apply because the applicator is so long. But yesterday I applied it over a lip liner. I think I used Leather from ColourPop. I'm not sure if that's still available anymore. It's just a deep, warm toned purple, really, really dark. So I figured it would be a good pairing for this, since this is also like a darker purple. It went on beautifully, like it applied really nicely. I only needed one coat, really. I ended up going back with the second coat just because I wanted to, but one coat would have been enough to fully coat it over a lip liner. So I made the mistake of putting my setting spray on after I put my lipstick on. Sometimes I do this. I've never had an issue with it before. Ever. With a liquid lipstick, regular lipstick, doesn't matter. I've never had an issue. And I didn't put that much on. I'm not like bathing myself in setting spray. It was like just like 3 spritzes, you know, that's it. And I'm glad I looked at myself in the mirror, because I took my mirror and I was like, okay, let me look at my full look with the setting spray and everything. All around my lip line, it just had bled out like this. Like, not too far, but far enough where my whole lip looked fuzzy all the way around. It was bleeding and feathering, and it looked terrible. I mean, and that was like 5 minutes after applying, and I just went boop, 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 spritz, spritz, spritz. Like 3 tiny spritzes, decent amount away from my face, like normal. And it started feathering like crazy. So, would not recommend doing that. I posted in a Facebook group and I was like, PSA, you know, if you have these, be careful, because that could happen to you. And that really put me off for the rest of the day, because I'm just thinking, well, what happens if I drink from a cup with water? Like, what happens? Is it just going to come off? And for the rest of the day, I was very careful. I went and had pizza, and I had a drink, but the drink, I used a straw. And I definitely see it coming off on the straw, so these are not transfer resistant. They definitely will kind of come off when you do a kiss test, or if you are using a cup or a straw, you're going to have, bits coming off. I used a fork and knife for my pizza, so I didn't have any issues with grease. I was very careful to not let the pizza actually come in contact with the lipstick. And then the rest of the day, I mean, after I ate, there was a considerable amount of wear, but I didn't want to touch it up because I wanted to truly test how it wore. So right around here, the inner portion, it really had kind of come away and it had stained my lips. So right from like this inner corner to here, the top lip wasn't as bad. It was more pronounced than the bottom lip, but there was an obvious area of like my pink lips that were stained hot pink from the purple. And so that made it look just kind of worse, because then it was like, okay, not only is there wear, but now there's a different color stain that's poking through that's kind of creating this harsh contrast. So I let it go, and I continued to wear it all day. And I got home, still wore it, had a snack, made dinner, and that's when it started to get really bad. It was terrible. I don't want to make it sound like it's worse than it is, but it wasn't as good as other liquid lipsticks or lip toppers and stuff that I've tried. So, I mean, you know it's bad when your fiance comments on it. I mean, he pays attention to my makeup sometimes, but he was like, that lipstick didn't survive. And I was like, wait, what? So I went to the bathroom and checked it, and it had worn away even more on the inner portion. To the point where, like, he didn't even notice it really when we were out and about, and I did, but now he was noticing it. And so I ended up taking the lipstick off. I will say, to its credit, it didn't dry out my lips. So, like, that's really great. But I have to say, I did end up... Oh, I don't think I mentioned this. I don't think I mentioned that. After it had spread from the setting spray, I reapplied it. And this time I applied it over a liquid lipstick. I applied it over Purgatory from Black Moon. So I almost don't know whether to credit the non-drying quality to the Black Moon or to the Kat Von D. But I found, I really truly believe, because I had worn it the night before, and then in the morning when I had first applied it over just a lip liner, I don't think it would last as long without a lipstick underneath. I think that if I hadn't been wearing a long-wearing liquid lipstick underneath, lunchtime would have destroyed it. I really do. I just think that it wasn't cut out for that. And I drank out of a bottle like this, and it totally messed it up. Like, it's just, these aren't my favorite. Let me go ahead and swatch again on top to show you what 2 layers looks like, and I'll start giving you guys like my final verdict. So I really love the color selection. I think that it's really, really fun. So here's 2 swatches. You can see it's like pretty opaque now, and it has that beautiful like pinky purple type shift. I really love the color selection. I think that Kat Von D and her team really released a good amount of colors, one for everybody basically. There's like reds, there's oranges, the blues, there's this purple, there's pinks. Like, there was a good amount of colors that can really go with a wide range of lipstick colors. So she even has like a gold one that would be beautiful over neutrals. I really think that you should look at these as lip toppers and not necessarily potential lipsticks, because I know that they're technically like, they're glimmer veils, so that it implies that they're just, you know, toppers. But I think a lot of the ways that people are using them, and that the Kat Von D Artistry Collective and like their videos and Instagram posts are insinuating that you could use them on their own. I remember Kat was wearing reverb, I think, in one picture on Instagram or something, or Twitter. I don't know. I didn't follow that closely. But I think she said she'd only use that, and it was like the blue, totally opaque. I really don't think that wearing these on their own is a viable option, considering that just a couple spritzes of setting spray totally made it feather to hell and back. I mean, with a lip liner under it, it feathered. And it was just a light mist. It wasn't like if I had drank tea or coffee or something or water from a cup, I have a feeling it would have just been like a watercolor painting, like everywhere. So I guess I like this as a lip topper, like I wore it yesterday when it was like take 2, you know, putting it over a liquid lipstick. But I don't like the fact that it did wear away so quickly. Once it did the initial wearing away, it lasted a long time until dinner when it wore away even more. But I don't think that these live up to that 24-hour claim I think that they had. If I'm not mistaken, they claimed 24-hour wear. I'm trying to see if there's any information on the box, but there's not really any claim on the box. I think it's just, I've seen it online somewhere that it was like, I think it might have been Temptalia's review, that these claim to be 24-hour wear. They are clearly not. And I know I'm not the only one who had the issue with water, because I think Temptalia mentioned it. But I didn't think about it when I went to do my setting spray yesterday, because, I mean, it's just setting spray. It's never affected even my mascara or other liquid lipsticks. And I think that's my main issue, is that if you're going to claim that these are everlasting, 24 hours, that they're going to be like a liquid lipstick type product, I think they have to live up to that. And these just, they don't. They're gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. They're absolutely stunning. But I was planning on buying Reverb, and I don't think I'm going to anymore. I really don't think I'm going to buy another one. I even thought about returning it. Like, it's not a terrible product, but when I have lip toppers, when I can use Urban Decay White Lie, or when I can use Black Moon's Luna topper, or even a Jouer topper that I haven't bought yet, but I love their liquid lipsticks, I would much rather buy those for like $18 respectively. Or I think they're all $18. I think so. I think all the ones I just mentioned are about $18 to $20. When I can buy them for $4 less than this, which just doesn't stand the test of time, I just worry that I'd be out and get caught in the rain and I just have, like I said, like a watercolor painting all over my face. I don't know how I feel about that. I just don't really like it. They are comfortable to wear. They're very comfortable. They don't really feel like you have much on. I will say they kind of give me a slight numbing sensation when they first go on, but it's not like a long-lasting thing like Urban Decay White Lie is when I put it on my lips. It pretty much went away, but it does feel a little bit numbing. But other than that, they're very comfortable, and you don't feel like you have much on. The downside is, though, that it does wear away quickly, and it's definitely water-soluble. Like, I can wear Black Moon, or I'm looking at all my liquid lipsticks, Dose of Colors, or even Wet n Wild, and not have an issue with water solubility. And these just, if water's going to take them off, I don't know, guys. These are not really something I recommend, if that wasn't obvious. I just don't know. They're beautiful, and I say if you want to get one, if you still want to get one, I would get just one, like I did. Test out the formula. See if you really like it. If you're okay with it breaking down, if this is something that you would wear like for a special event or something, that's great. I just don't think it's good for people who would want to wear it on a regular basis, because it's you know, prone to breaking down at the drop of a hat, basically. I mean, I'll show you guys. I'm obviously wearing a different liquid lipstick. I'm going to show you exactly how much setting spray I put on, because I haven't put it on yet today. So, like, kill two birds with one stone. I did this. I have it right here, by the way. That's what I did, and it just went like that. So I'm not a fan. I'm sad to say it, because I do like a lot of Kat Von D's products. I love her eyeshadows. I love her concealer. Her tattoo liner I really like. I'm iffy on her liquid lipsticks. They're okay, but they do dry my lips out ridiculously. And these don't do that, so I appreciate that aspect. But I just was not impressed with the fact that I had it on for 5 minutes and it was already all over my face just from using setting spray, which is a fairly average thing for people to do. I mean, maybe I'm weird and maybe I just am odd for putting my setting spray on after my liquid lipstick. I just wasn't thinking, but if setting spray, which is a very fine mist, will do that, I can't imagine what taking a sip from a glass of water would do. So that's it. That's my long and rambling review. I feel really bad that I don't like these, and I feel bad that I spent $22 on something that I really don't think stands up to the quality of the brand. Let me know what you guys thought down below. I'm really sad about this. I do like my other lip toppers, so I really recommend if you want to go check out Black Moon's. I like those. Urban Decay's lip toppers are very good as well. They last a long time. I recommend those much more over these. If you wanted something to this effect, what I would recommend is getting one of the Black Moon Cosmetics Cosmic Eye Dust, which are lip approved. This one would be kind of similar to Nebula. So if you wanted like a purple one, and then maybe something close-ish to Reverb would be Asteroid, which I have used as a blue shimmer lip topper type thing, and it's gorgeous and lasts a long time. So that would be my recommendation for an alternative. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you've tried them. Let me know if you still want to try them. I like the colors, and I like the way it looked. I mean, it was stunning. If I have time, if I can remember to do it, I will put a picture at the end of this video of me wearing it. I got a lot of compliments on it. It's just that the wear and the staining that happened really made it an unflattering like process throughout the day of it wearing down. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed the review. Sorry it was so long and rambling. I'm like trying to see how long it was, and I'm like cringing. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Let me know if you've tried them, if you want to try them. So that's all from me for today. Bye.